yebeko na ye ne yama ne bofo akodi nkomo e de ahwe sede niama esi eko ewo ho
ensem bi etodwa na wotwimu de tie ne bi enso ne se na wotwimu ana Ghana mampanyi Owura John Dramani Mahama okasa edi tudwa se afuma gudie tu a ennam kwapa so galamsey no a national emergency issue enti wo se edi ni bre ene ahoden ehwe ho asem ka
na watwimu emu anso omampanyi John Dramani Mahama anso edi tudwa ese wamo ene finance ministry no ebedi nsa wo so se de be ya nipa yefo wamo wo bambo adwumakuo no ye de be mantam emu
na watwimu Ghana mampanyi Owura John Dramani Mahama na iri obo na baso papa so hwe opini na ho keka wo de pre bokọ asumdua eso ni dodo
na wamampanyi John Dramani Mahama kopie mu ewa Asante mantamu eno wo se kejetia fesu no obewie ansa na wa free office
na watwimu anadom kese no mrasebedwa fie obisa speaker say speaker na akwatia by election e baso da ben donkuma no se ebe obo musuo sabi mrasebedwa ni to ye kura no yendi ni na watweda opre by election eni osesa woni amanyina no wapie afiri mrasebedwa fie ho
na wasansem krora mu anadom kuma no apala papa ede afa ekwan ya majority leader ekoka se wo monsan kwoto aba ewo aye akwatia no ono so onsem ewo ha
ablekuma no for bato ekoso no na domkuma no esra ba ne se be ya mentemu ase ne mabo ekomu no obesere pasa aba ne fa hwehwemu engu apono so fa ho Owura kwachifo so kiremu se ede aba hwehwemu ehwehwemu bia ni babia
na wa blekuma no tensem no a na efisem soafo no monyamfo muntaka Mohammed Mubarak nso akasa se wa hu bom bia no mra no ene ubedi nyonyonyo
nipa be ya pem ene akire ene na wotwe betodwa se wona yafo mo bambo adwuma huduom no yesi agya won kwan se won kofie
na otwe mu ene beto adwa ese fisem soafo ese wo mo achi cocaine ene ndruboni ebi
asrafo ene bokumba bunu na wotwe mu de pem so asemoni nsese ka kire nam so ama pusi gamra se bedwani akasa adietia ne koso no
na kwajo upon kroman so na otwe mu ono so efale private member bill se wo mo hwe na wo nya satraye emfa ho
wai ni nsem bi etodwa na wotwe mu ne editia ne yesi ne koso a yes I akaka ye ho kasebo mu aseda en confirm this way chocolate drink ne ohia no se no a ene unsu share special so special range of drinks best point best assurance you tunche ka ho bi wonyina ebu achido na anadwe nuanum mienu yesi nkonwa kasebo ye de esomwo akenkanfo eyeme Sadat Mohammed Mene
mame akosia etonam
ene wo sona banyoko NPP wodi hye musunu ko bi hye so ewo Enkraya University of Ghana almost sports stadium and access sports complex na wona waka se mpuno yipuno wona waka okabie womwo ewo NPP amanyoko ni mu Ghana fo na nyina na mpinifo to nsa de from mu nyina no obehie mu ewo hyemu yi ase ne din wode to dwumede so ene national delegate conference na dwumede ase ene nka ne Ghana mampina be de kira wono aso je peni yetu franka de mamanyoko na afi etwamu Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud ba omia wo free simpie ni apaso ene amanyoko ni mpinifo akasa opanyine kasa emno na wo kirem sa konya tofi obi aprebi na mpempiro sa konya tofi na koya aprapre sa no a empempiro na ya na menasepo bi shamanfo minimu kasa ntwini ade ade bi ta akoso nyina no kamia ko esa ya na eye normal na so MPP de kamia ko esa kere do efrisi ye to ba we ye 2024 besi 2025 ye wuro mu yi abosumi nsia ne nsumu ne yekwe na so ebesi nne enya dia asumdwe tima yi ni ti awa MPP manyoko ni mu na ne no opanyine kirem se twoma mentwe e ma betwani ne kura ebo enti ogina so no asra manyoko ni mpenifo se menasepo watimi wakam nyina no besere obi a se wonyina kwase na ebe na amanyoko ni betima ya kono biem na 2028 abatu mi nkunim dia wo hwani mo no wonsa ebetumi aka Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud bo meka se na wo tirem se ye frɛ domo a na kyese amanyoko ni ma wo from grassroots fo no ene ye frɛ wo mo na amanyoko so betimi ayeye na ya kono so a ene na amanyoko ni manyina wo Ghana fo na nyina ne titiri ne wona wo fo mo no ena kyese ye bo ndie yi ento panyini gina so sere wo nyina se watimi wakam ne de nya de betumi abo na amanyoko na timi aye fɛ ento obesere so munyina no omunya wodo emfa mo wo ho na manyoko ni nya kono se nkwa bodu.
It is clear therefore that the bond of unity in diversity has been our lifeblood and our foundation. Now more than ever, we must refresh them and desist from any language, character, or actions that divide us. With unity and consistency, we can regain the trust of Ghanaians. If we are fractured, and at each other's throats, none of us can cross over and lead us to fulfill this party's purpose. Let me say that tribalism and religious bigotry, from whichever quarters it emanates, pose an existential threat and should have no place in the new patriotic party. We must also be consistent in pursuance of our effort to address not just the challenges within, but more importantly, the challenges that bedevil our motherland.
Na eno akire no na Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia wosa de to majo kodi mpanifo nim se wamu wani mbre no wamu wani nya den na sabi obu amanyoko no mu na na montu a wotuo no ensem fata emfa ho se nipa no ye pinyini oya dantemo na so oya abofra onfa amanyoko na mamra nwi nipa no wontwe na so na moa na amanyoko no entimi nya kono.
To the leadership of the party, I ask that you be firm and crack the whip so that discipline is maintained within our ranks. It is with discipline, humility, lessons learned, and the pursuit of a common good for Ghana that we can become the refreshed party we desire. Finally, in all our decisions today and in all our actions towards the reform process, let us be guided by the rule of what is in the best interest of Ghana. At dawn on December 8th, 2024, as I prepared my remarks to concede the election of 2024, my singular focus was on what's in the best interest of Ghana. I am fortified in my heart that as politicians, we should always be guided by what's in the best interest of Ghana at all times.
Ankani penyinia otu franka edema NPP amanyuku Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia ena ne etwagu ye na omi obino wa ena wochira maneboyi
na wasanse nkora mu ena domkuma ba no dani onmonyamfo Alexander Afenyo Makenso edi atudwa se baabi a edru no ewasa party supporters ni nyina MPP party supporters no womo entimi enkambom no mfa botaye kro entimi emwa se de bia party fo no womo wo fam no mecha grassroots womo ni womo ebeka bom se de bia party no ebetimi akọ nanimu na wori sansam we atudwa ewo MPP National Delegate Conference ekoso ewo enne enkampupuni mantemu University of Ghana Stadium eno no se party no ayamfum so bebre ensa ne se wati wakao mentem ho ase bi ewo mu no ebredu se saade ni nyina wo mu ayi afiri ho na wo mu se party no edi ntwo ewo 2024 abatuo no mu eno nkyere se party no abukura party no ejira ne nan so oka kire party fo ni nyina se wo mu nyina enkambom se de be ya party no yebetimi ahyehye ne foforo se de be ya enkabom ebetimi afa ntuma pafra na party no akọ nanim.
When we are repositioning as a party in opposition, it is a time to rebuild, a time to reconnect with our grassroots, to re-express our ideals with clarity and reconnect to the Ghanaian people with bold new vision for the future. We are at a critical juncture as a party, not because our tradition is broken, but because it is being tested by an electoral defeat, internal tensions, unmet expectations, and the competing ambition of people who want to serve. But let us remind ourselves, ambition must never override party loyalty. Competition must never erode patriotism, and political differences must never poison the well of unity. Dear patriots, every political tradition, every movement that has endured storms and achieved victories has been built on one unshakable foundation: unity. Without unity, we are just individuals with ambition.
Domkuma ba no dani onmonyamfo Alexander Afenyo Makin
ene enhyemu sunko eba so ewo University of Ghana Sports Stadium na NPP amanyoko hwe ye hye ye no endi samanyoko mba so kopie mu ewo dwumede ya CBS sanse mpinifo sei Sabi Katraman Sencrano, whatever be back when I was walking said the air count to Moasem. And when MPP Nanyano, and this is for Edward Modern Bon Wachitapa, Echo Taman Yukunechi. Now, open your original this among your Quadimu, Ewomedia say, a director of logistics and protocols, Ura, Lord Wake Logi. Now, open your Casemino, and I will tell them say, oh, when your course were our NPP among your Kudumo, more by Munade Yomode, and Koyan for more Mukra, and Kumenya, na MPP Timaya Fe, Etimaya Konatimia de. Now, Mutimia Kono Yede, Sana, yes, or Baba Yeda Baba to me influence of New Mo Yede, now or Martin opposition. Sena bana esanwa abani twa no say yes aboni na se nkoya o matima tenete na bana ma bana chechire o mai Ghana sene yese na etumi efata opanyini gina so edeto NPP amanyoko ni manyina anim say watimi waka me no nya de hwe beba eno ntini nkuko ni de abawie won fa nyina nto onachi no won chicha amanyoko ni sene bana amanyoko so betumi aye de na etumi aba na o mai Ghana afa ne to apadi afira ade ya ndi sai ne de kama yi eje yese ba kofo de mi ya na kromu hye da nye de NPP nko ana amanyoko ye kama na o chechire o mai ye be ye de na yeye eye na nka mi pe kama na NDC nso ya kama na MPP ko na NDC nso kobi saa ne ye kase ka bema meka bi na fa ne to apadi afira na emom se MPP ko kwoteda na NDC nko na tese ebu oman no a eno saa ne nya de be ye fe eno ntino omo NDC mu no omo de mpabo na chita kese et MPP achi.
We want to take this opportunity to wish you well as you gather to reset your party in a manner as to play your role as a responsible opposition party. The country Ghana is going through a reset process. It is very important that we as political parties reset our ideas, policies, and programs. That is why we are happy that the biggest opposition party in our country is doing exactly that, to reset and play their role with constructive criticism to support the nation builder John Mahama to rebuild the Ghana we all want. Ghana cannot fail as a democratic state. We as the political class must leave a legacy for generations yet unborn.
Na enu achire no ena opanyini wo san dia to NPP abanyoko ni manim say o mai bia woni abakwasem na wonye o mai ba enu nti na obesere se NPP wonhwe hunu say wabakwasem no won toto na se obehye mu kina na atimi awie peyo na wakakosi se enka ne mpanifo dia manyoko na ni mu pen no obese NPP fo se mo wonyi sam mpanifo no tokone ene yanka ne Ghana man pen ro ajona de kunkufo ene yanka ne Ghana man pen na do dan kwakufo ado se ne die ese fotene ne die wono ene so omunya se dan kura mpa omadi omai ni mu pen wo sa amanyoko NPP ni din mu enti obesere sa amanyoko NPP na monto obi omo betuo no sampenifo yi onyi omo ajeje mu.
After your deliberation at this conference, you will come out a stronger opposition party in your reconstruction effort. Unity is key. Ghana needs a stronger opposition party to enhance our democracy. We also hope that after this conference, your party will appreciate the importance of having two surviving former presidents among you and continuously, adequately consult them to help build your party strong. Don't alienate them outside the box. They need you. You need them to be able to bring a strong opposition party.
Ora Lordweg Kuloji, Director of Logistics and Protocols, NDC, Amanyoko ni dimu. I know Jina Amanyoko ni dimu koko piemu, NPP. Omo delegate conference yase, Edison Semi, Etuja.
Now MPP woman national delegates conference in one semnoa. Ya course so and neno. Ya be kwa humane so near ne yaman bofo William Gentu akodim komo. Na waboye amane sen ena niema AC eko ewo ho. Na yegusu a boy homoden se yebetimi akopie mu ewo MPP national delegates conference course so ewo University of Ghana Stadium enne. Na said the party mano asiani abere obi ani di eche nipa ekodu hɔ nya asem kotoa enti yepese yekɔ hɔ na yekodi nkomo efri hɔ sen na niema esi kɔ hɔ grounds no ekɔ sen members no sacha ya o maye o party ni mu no wo mo bojo so ana say na wosi hu se de niema esi ko hwe wa say na ho keka no ene ahofama no esi ekọ yegusu a ebo ehomode nanso ahoma no entintom ti say that obesom se yensaka William Gentua na yakodi nkomo e de free ehọ ne ahwe se de niema esi ekọ. Okay, yanko na yene ne nkodi nkomo. William Gentu mama wajo. William Gentu otimenka.
Mina ba metonka.
Na boy amane say na niema esiko every MPP National Delegate Conference no ase.
Mina ba me da say dia Ghana for ehwe enimu. Dia MPP for amanyoko no ehwe enimu say ne National Delegate Conference no omne be hia so e wa nkra hanom no. Sia me no ka say dia enya ba na wieye. Plans ahodo omo yeye embra hodo a omo kunchi e kupepa so de omo sekire mu de omo jitu mu de omo anjantu mu no me no ka say de dia ba na wieye e wa hanom na Ghana for anybody say embra be bako 56 na MPP for be hwe mu e wa hanom say de hin na nye de hin na anjantu mu de de anyin fremu na dia ko na wieye no na out of the 66 motions empenifo de go apom so say empenifo and delegates no so do mu no mu yi mu se pa ani ko ni haban no out of the 36 motions no emumienu pe na party no anje antumu enti dia akaye dia party no agini na atumu na emumienu a party no delegates enti anje antumu anya part of the constitution of the MPP no emu ba ko aye se ka embebu no MPP mu a emfi sen NS nipa ne di afet ma describe ne se nipa no aye embebu no MPP amanyoko ne mu mpenifo ni ye ne sen ka mba tapo no up to 35 years se na be ya wo MPP amanyoko ne mu na wo 35 years o metima describe se wo embebu no na no na delegate ne se da bi ehene ha ya ntia siasa nto mo tweta eyini tonto ama delegate ne achia se da bi embebu ne de obi o wedi be 40 years 45 years kwa mpreti mi embebu no ante dia party ne pese echire some person mo ka for 35 years no delegate ne anji antum ente ho de omoto aba no no omo eyi fita embra ne mu emu a se me loka say de oko MPP on yoko ne mu na se ka 35 years omo do mu 35 years no that is not the ceiling ne above 35 years even 40 and 45 years kwampo no you can be described as a youth and as a mebu no MPP among yoko ne mu get us me no say oko regions ni bia obi nyamo hu bi all regions one mo na se asotwen ye say commando a na asotwen no no mu ta refer to the regional executive na be o metina twe se nipa na so na we delegate ni che mo se da bi sa asotwen no mo ba fu se ana mo susu se sa asotwen no o mo fe ko da disciplinary committee na committee ni bo mo intimate class an ka se nipa na sem se asotwen bi e wo ho no mo a no mo etimi atwe se nipa na so na so se nipa na sem ko pie e wo executive committee ne mu de da bi e mo an ko disciplinary committee no mo intimi hwe mu na asotwen bi ho no mo intimi e da ma se nipa ko na oyesa enyama won de no and out of the 56 motions MPP table and there before the delegates amumienu a party no anjantum no ana maboso no bebre o party no agini na atumu except only the two motions a party no delegates and the anjantum and we na ko na wie no na penufo actually say we na ko na wie dia menu a party no antimi anjantum no o metrans na de o mu so no o metimi ahehye e da kai constitution no diminya ba so ba hanu mo assembly dia bibia timi akona wie wa hanu mo asomdwe e wa hanu mo se na sha asie anapa no ekopem ewia ebezu assembly enimre dia asomdwe se na tiane sa na tie security Ghana Police Service o metimi abodwuma kasa ye NPP internal party security almost etimi eyedwuma den kasa ye a omo collaborate with the Ghana Police Service omo ahwe se asomdwe betimi aba hanu mo obre anoma be sha asie obre na program ne koso ani embrampo a program no aba na wie no asomdwe betimi awo ho no mo somebody ye wie bebena o kwanso ekofi bebena so eda so stadium ha esanse du etwense na be ade besa no betimi nya kan kembe ji akofi eti mo stadium ha no mo ebi mo so etimi yeso manamo efri ha no mo a emekwa mi no ka se de ni ogide se bebena bu etimi kwa eduke dada entimi na ba ha no mo de boko de ko so no pa no etimi awi asomdwe animre we
William Gentu yabeda wase ene wa manebo Yamani bofo William Gentu ena wo twamfonyini ede kire yen ede free MPP National Delegate Conference e course wa University of Ghana Stadium ho amanebo ena ode abesom yen
Yanjina William Manebo so na ye ho meka sebo no so ye ba ye beto aso
Se fie ni bibi akoma ne wa. Eni yenko fie. Yenko bibi eni je wo. Baby I think more day wo. Baby a cereal wo. Eni mpuse to de bia baby a yeti ni su. Yenko baby ye betumi akyere ya adwene na yenya sembia.
And send sweet.
Baby I de nyuma ye pepa sa ya saket wano a eye ni wo no. Yenko fie baby a odo ohwe eni ni jiwo.
Baby ni ho a esifie MTN ho ema with data bundles for na odi account fee no any above a mountain time a ebo adwuma dam so abum broadband.mtn.com.gh ana wo my MTN app no so na sasia ene ya.
MTN. A mysterious bag, huge sum of money, a gun, a charm, all in one compound house. Tenants who are involved in fraudulent activities and a caring mother. Sika Bottle, a new epic drama series on Aquaba Magic, DSTV channel 150 and GoTV channel 102, premiering 23rd July at 8:30 p.m. Get your DSTV decoder at 89 Ghana cedis and GoTV decoder at 399 Ghana cedis today. Aquaba Magic, Ghana's most loved storyteller.
Anyone kwa adwuma inta kwadane hwe na beda wo so se ne be ya we bitima kwa adwuma afi wo hu se wonnim se na obesesa wo ba ne diaper enti wo ye video call de frɛ wo yiri se omo a
hello medo bibi e boko ana
Me ya omo ahofe abeku diaper no me de asesa no
ne di kan for diaper ne to
video call yi etwetwe sisi wo twɛn na video call na san ba no oba ne dwonso ma ne fa wiem kra ma ne for diaper no wo kopɛ diaper foforo no wo yiri san ba video call no so biom
kojo adi na wuja akwala ne nko ato wempa ne so
na o se me kopɛ diaper foforo diam biom na e o se me ye intentem why
bi diaper nanim ehonum e na fla
internet why
Sabre die, wahunu baby ankomo ye ne kire. Ma yan connect wo ne hunu se de ultra fast internet bitmi aboj mama wo fie. Wabra MTN fiber broadband e bochidom.
We day for you everywhere you go. If you don't feel like your TV is TVing, it's because you're missing that ing. That ing. You know that ing you get when you're watching amazing TV? That's exciting, enticing, surprising, and everything in between. That ing you get when you're pressing play, binging, and blockbustering. The ing you get when you're DSTVing.
Now that's a way to make an entrance.
Get that ing with all sorts of packages to match your with DSTV.
Wherever you are, the game is nothing without you. It's on like never before this season. Every major league, every cup, every qualifier, the players, kudos, Semenyo, Iñaki, the goals, the emotions, and the bragging rights. It's all on SuperSport, available on DSTV and GoTV. Get your DSTV decoder at 89 cedis and GoTV decoder at 399 cedis. DSTV, your home of entertainment. Go TV. Love it.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Ghana this year mamunyina adubie mama kwa basundwe fie Peace 104.3 no seka se bo ena masuguso amuti ye hyase de a ensem bi otodwa na wotwe mu ena ye bo ede awura mu yi na wotwe mu ena Ghana mampanyin wura John Dramani Mahama de thank you to okupie mu ewa toyet video mantemu no mampanyin ka sem na wotirim se foma gudie to enam kwa pass ne duo man gena nya papa panti sese no ato abese no yeso man ye mo ye ni bre ye de na si form na yetu so sapreko.
Our forests, rivers, and green belts are national treasures, but we are alarmed by the environmental destruction that is reported across Awaso, Dadieso, and Sefia and Rianso, mainly due to illegal mining. I must be honest, this is a national emergency. The National Task Force will continue its efforts to halt illegal mining in our forest reserves and on our water bodies. I've also noted the activities of illegal anti-galamsey task forces that go around extorting money from legitimate small-scale mining companies.
Enu achire no ena Ghana mampanyi wura John Dramani Mahama wo bo ade hye wa to yetivido mantemu ano ho ba se empuntu watecha ko Ghana for na nyina no onyi o makwa omo so behwe hunu se ne esefata wo mo no omo nsa beka.
I've heard your concerns about the roads connecting our farming communities and our markets. These roads are vital arteries for moving cocoa, timber, food products, and people across our country. They are not a luxury, they are a necessity. And I assure you that these projects have been fully captured under our $10 billion Big Push infrastructure program.
Ghana PSC Ghana this year. Ora John Dramani Mahama na ochimu odi ensemu yi etuja Salamati kuku apente na dia manboyi ebesumu yen.
Na wasansem no mu a ya wo mampanyi John Dramani Mahama kopie mu awato atifidum mantemu medasi aprobo wo koye no ena wode etu omo anim ese esi ano aban no enam osoafo ho esika semso edi sika meche financial clearance edi ba be mantamu wo mu a wo mu behye na emabunu a yebefo omo adwuma mechire wo bambo adwuma kuo mu sisi ade aban ne behwe se mantam no ena wo mu ebefo wo mu adwuma mu.
We also promised to decentralize recruitment into the security services. And so we're waiting for financial clearance from the Minister of Finance. And when we get it, every region is going to have a quota to send our young people to serve in the security services.
Amampenyi John Dramani Mahama ne ena wotiye yenua Salamat kuku apento ena de amaneboyi ebersom yen
na watwukro ya mu ena Ghana mampenyi Ora John Dramani Mahama wobo na iri na Buhagu Abdullahi Mahama Shariga Abaswo so he opinion ne hye ya wo de preboko asumdwe ne mpuntu a aso na ne dodo osefata basopo.
Commend your Royal Majesty for the dignified and statesmanlike manner in which you have responded to these tensions. Your calm and reasonable voice has been a source of guidance to many, and I sincerely appreciate your commitment to peace. I was with His Royal Majesty Nana Osei Tutu II 2 days ago, and he briefed me on the cooperation you have given him in finding a final traditional solution to the conflict.
Ghana mampenyi Ora John Dramani Mahama na wachimu wadi ensemu yi etuja.
Na wachimu ena wo mampenyi John Dramani Mahama woto amedase aprobo no so wadi kopie mu ewa Asante mantemu ne wo ena wo kohwe keetia phase 2 project ya wo mo eye no ena wodi to wo mo anim sem keetia adwa no phase 2 no afie ye besim beko na wie de na wasi awie.
Mamintu anamon na membehwe KJT phase 2 bebia ejuma na edru na mene contractor for no enkasa mene omo kasa enso omo de ejuma na edru echire ejuma na edru 66% completion enti ye be hyemu kina ten be ya ombetimi awie ne ntem na contractor for no mene omo kasa ye no omse bibia akoyie ebedru afie eba ebedru na wie ye no na echese edwa no ye wie kra na wohwe sa edwa no na wo de ka we ho a nipa dodo a ombenya bebi atena edi omudwa no ebedu be 20,000 nipa ene benya enti ya ma memo ene ye nuama no a na omudi dwa wo ho a ye yi omu free ho se ye besi phase 2 no.
Amampenyi John Dramani Mahama ne ena wotiye na okasa wieye no ena obahema abedi echire ema wono a omo eton abi sellers association nana akosua poku anso ekasaye.
Don't come in here, after you before. Papa, you know what? Now you get ready about console say. Yesterday you read on Dramani Mahama. Only na pamfo, only in Pennyfo. Yes, a journey, yeah, Zuma. Yesterday, Minister of Central Market, phase 2, Minister of from so I show Jano. Yes, sir, Nada Roma. A jar, yes, senior, Yentina, Profobebre, a Titia Bontia, Elcoma, dear. A chief of Wamoso. I have a Mama. You say, one of the best in the eye. Prophobia for 8 years, 1 month in the
Any a wuti ye. Oba hema abedi echire ma B sellers ewa Asante mantemu nana akosua pokua yenua Salamat kuku apento ena de amaneboyi ebrayen
na wachi mu mrase bejo fiase tenamu no ena dom kese no ba no dani worumunyanfo Mahama yarega waka speaker so wasem kana speaker say yes worumunyanfo kasa na openyini sori ye pepe no wase na akwati by election speaker da ben na eba so donkuma say ebe onumenyamfo kasa wan kasa wabomusuo na ehu abufuo nti donkuma ne pie film ase bedwefie say da no class tena no wanya nto aso biem.
I feel that I should raise it before you and for you to take a decision what should be the direction. Are we to treat the communication from the leader of the minority caucus to this house that our colleague belonging to his side is no more as a communication that the seat has become vacant, because vacancy occurs when the person passes, and there's no doubt about the person. This house ordinarily in the past never discussed the matter until there was an official communication by the speaker. But on this occasion, we took the step of formally communicating to this house, and we all expressed our messages of condolence. It has become part of the official record that this house has become seized with the information that our colleague has passed. Therefore, there is a vacancy. Should this house be communicating within the 7 days, and should there be a by-election within the 30 days?
Onumenyam for Mahama Yarega dom kese ne ba no dani ni na enu ache no na panyina be de kira wote adom kuma no onumenyam for Jerry Med chaye bo no so ne sentwe for kasa no wo kirim se POP nyina no asechire ne se nsem onumenyam for Mahama Yarega obusa speaker no asese bimpedu ase wonwene nipa ho na nipa firimu nduru na ansa o se da be na ye kwakope na namusini enu e fan.
It doesn't matter. In fact, it matters not whether you are an MPP or an NDC. But we've always thought and believed that we cared for ourselves. Today, the majority leader has shown us that each one for himself, God for us all. It's so sad. It's so insensitive. We are crying, we are thinking, we are mourning. And the majority leader comes today to tell us that MPP has already had posters out there, when in fact and in truth, that is not the case. We are lost for words. And we need you to understand that this workout we have staged is not out of disrespect to the Right Honorable Speaker in particular, because he even directed him as to the way to go, but he was still insisting.
Penya be de kira wotia dom kuma no onumenyam for Jerry Med Shaib ena wodi ensemu yi etu dwa na watwemu William Gentu ni Manuel Akole wona mane bonie.
Minority Chief Whip Onumonyamfo Frank Ano Dompre wasanso ye ensawam adwagiri mrahye bedwani ena wakasa ese wo hye kwan a domdodo ba no dani omkoto aba ewo blekuma not no ensemu a wokeka ye anase bra omkoto aba ne wie niam okaye no in fact nani anye ho kra.
The respected leader makes a point that the MPP says they were not going to participate in the election. And we cause the security agencies, we put the security agencies to sleep. That is an indictment on the security agencies of this country and the government. First of all, let me do a reasonable deduction of your own statement. First of all, it is not only MPP as a political party that is a stakeholder in the election that was rerun at Ablekuma. So if you say that MPP, we stayed out and therefore we caused the security agencies of this country to go and sleep. Leader, have you thought through about your statement well? Maybe you should consider it again.
Onipa yatin nken Minority Chief Whip Onumonyamfo Frank Ano Dompre.
Na Ablekuma no for about to ekoko wie e maabo. Ene atwedibo yi ene na watwi mudum kuma no esra ban se be ya hwehwemu mapa. Enkoso ne yekoso Ablekuma no funum. Na eniche bi ena penyino kasa de ma abawura feles kwachi fusu de krata pie montenso na wo kire mu sei abanya ho abanya sa da agene ko yesa hwehwemu no.
Mr. Speaker, terrorism is simply the use of violence to achieve political ends. Mr. Speaker, what is most worrying is that any time those thugs got into trouble, it was officials of the new Patriotic Party who went to their aid. Mr. Speaker, whereas I sympathize with what Honorable Hawa Kunsin went through, she herself has been historically involved in acts that pass for violence during elections.
Ora feles kwachi fusu eno odi ensemu itudwa ewo mrase bedwafie no okasa ewie echi pepepe ne nka ne bambo so afo no munyamfo Dominic nti wo se o munyamfo wankasa yekura.
It is dangerous for people in government to be justifying violence. It is dangerous, especially ministers of state. The best you can do for the people of Ghana is not to speak, In fact, the best you can do for the people of Ghana is to ask the police to go out and arrest the people. Mr. Speaker, some people have forgotten. I'll remind us. He knows. Those who have been here for long know that in the Chilponi by-election, it's not somebody. I witnessed an individual take a gun and shoot 3 people. Mr. Speaker, I was in Tallahassee by-election. Mr. Speaker, we had to run for our lives.
Ora Dominic Nitiwu enkane bamboswafo eno onu so odi anu yeyi etu dwa wo mrese bedwe fie na wachi mu William Gentu ni Manuel Akole wona mane bo enie
na wa ablekuma not abato no ensemsem no wa emu ena efisem asoafo onumonyamfo Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak nso ese womo ekodi atutrasem ene anyabrasem ewa ablekuma not abato no mu no emfa woni party awowo emra no ene ubedi nyonyo.
The provision of the Vigilantism and Related Offences Act 2019, Act 999, that all of us need to be mindful about the activities of vigilantism. And I can assure you that not my party, not any group will we sit and allow to see the resurgence of vigilantism. I have spoken to the IGP firmly on all the happenings of Ablekumanov. The videos have been forwarded to him.
Any awuti ye efisam swafo onumonyamfo Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak yenuanom omode nsem ebesom ye no Patricia Sefafisha ene Salamat Kuku Apento
na watwimu ene onumonyamfo Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak efisam swafo na watwimu kasa editu dwa se nipa be ya apem ena bambo nyumekwa huduo mu yeyi wo mafiri mu nyina ne se kwan ye fa so ne fa wo mu no ya mfa kwan paso.
The committee did a fantastic job. They presented their report. We analyzed the report. I took the report to cabinet and cabinet okayed it. So went ahead. You've seen that passing them out. One of the things that happened was that the police, for example, were given clearance for 4,000. By the time we did all the cleanup, looking at who is qualified in there, who is not qualified in there, we were able to get out about 1,320 who were not supposed to be there, and they were there. So they were out, and then the immigration to about 730 was left out. So in all, out of the fire 2 had about 500 and something that were taken. Narcotics about 50 something. I didn't have all the big this, but in all, what we did a cleanup. We tried to get their qualification.
Openyane ne etwagu yeyi efisem so afo numunyamfo Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak Patricia Sefafisha ene Salamati Kuku Apento wana mani bonie
na watwe mu ene efisem so afo onumonyamfo Muntaka Mubarak nso ode atu edwa ese Narcotic Control Commission atimi agye enrubone akoduo bi mo ene cocaine ene gold via June bosome ya etwa mu no omo agyeje saa ne ma na kokopie mu Tema Port Kotoka International Airport Paga ena fensu so ayerfa baabi ye pie edifri oman we mu anase obi ebewura oman mu a wo fufa boda hodo no omatimi achiche saa ne ma we.
The Narcotics Control Commission has intensified efforts to combat drug trafficking and promote public health. In that regard, the Commission has undertaken the following as of June 2025. Secured 15 district offices across 7 regions, decentralizing operation and improving local enforcement. Seized 1,192 kilograms of cocaine over the period, 90 kilograms of cannabis, and about 17.9 kilograms of gold-bar at Tema Port, Kotoka International Airport, Paga Border, and Oyarifa, disrupting major trafficking operations.
Onipa yatin nkan oswafo a wohwe efisem eso onumonyamfo Muntaka Mubarak na Patricia Sefafisha ene Salamat Kuku Apento ene tron semi ebreyen
na watwe mu ena posi gamra sebedwani onumonyamfo ladi ayamba okasa edi tu dwa se wohwe mentemu ase yakoso ewatifido mantem kurafa no bokumu na enam so masrafo ne mabunu dia boani adodo na afamu aprepra ebi so ato na nanom wo sedo na njapade esese ya okasetia.
Things that when it happens, you tend to become more confused. And this statute is at a place that nobody can go and blame any other person to have come there and done that at that particular time, because everybody was running away. There are stores that you can see that they've broken, and you would definitely see that, yes, there would have been loss of what? Property.
Posi gamra sebedwani onumonyamfo ladi ayamba na watwi mu wadi ensemu yi etu dwa Emmanuel Akwale and William Gentu na mane bonie
Ofosi ayirabi mrashebedwani onimonyamfo Kwadwo Opon Kroman so ene na watwi we mu ono kofale private member bill say ansa na aban nyuma hodo a ewo oma we mu beye mpuntunwuma sika wo mu hia no anka enfa National Development Plan Commission ansa na so soafo he sika sem betwa sika bi dia mo de mpuntunwuma yetimi e de ama wo mu
I see a friend of Public Financial Management Act no tokro kakra dem tokro no makwan ma obi a onye ne nkra 10 wie ministry bi anasa abanju bi a onye ne nkra 10 wie kra no ninsa eka aban sika e ma ne de yedio sa tokro no na me pese me de mra etua sa tokro na no nti private members bill no we MP a utumi de sa mra ne ba parliament a me de ba ne say finance minister say ministry bi ana department bi ana agency bi onye ne nkra 10 wie mbeje tumi krata na stamp a kire say adwuma pese oye no ne de o mine na ya gya tum se be the friend National Development Plan no and am kwantempo so a uni ho kwan se obema ni sika etoso mienu se omaji sa tumi krata na so no ankasa kra na wako reason sika uni ho kwan se sika no obespend
eni awuti ye ofoase ayirabi mrashebedwani onimonyamfo Kwadwo Opon Nkroma Emmanuel Akoli eni William Gentu ene de ensemi free mrashebedwafie ebreyen
aban kuntabu adwumadi ekoso meche government accountability series na watwi mu so afọ down ho ne dia so na no odumanyafo John na pokopie mu ase ene ebunsa so odumanyafo ya no kure se ECG aban ne pesi wo huo ene so no kure bia nim ECG aban ne nton ne on ton ne china
To ensure that we increase the revenues and also bring about efficiency, Cabinet has approved the private sector participation in ECG's distribution network. And let me put on record, we are not selling ECG.
Olumanyamfo John Jenapo eya hone de soafo na watwi mu odi ensemu yi etudwa Patricia Sefafisha na mane bonie
na watwi mu ena bambo soafo Dr. Edward Omane bo amanso abo amane se wo hye asrafo ewo omawe mu no omo ewo nkrofo bi mu a hye se ewo mramu se ba bi ombekobia ye bo omho ban nanso ya na ebi mu wo ho a obehu se wonamo ono nso so asa de no enya de a wo se ye bo no ho ban so na osra ni bi edinachi ebo no ho ba o se sa de ni nyina no wo mo behwe se etuo betimi atwa.
We expect a very high degree of discipline and professionalism from the Ghana Armed Forces, and that we cannot compromise. Let me also repeat, this discipline also means not providing guard duties for individuals who are not permitted. And as we have said, those who provide the guard duties will be dealt with.
Onipa yetene nkan bambo ensem soafo Dr. Edward Omane Buama
na watwi mu na ban chiame Owura Julius Debra empenifo bi kokko pie mu ewo ne naso na mpenifo yi boardroom governance summit ebeba so ne tosum yenu no mu nyina ne ebeba sie bi eno no mnamfo di to nanim se hu hia se adwumadi ahodo ye de hye mpenifo bi se o man gane mu ne mo te ase na de ban ne wo ba beyo se na ebe ne konko yesika se ye na ebe wi akire na adwuma ne da ho nipa nso wo ho na nso na adwuma no yenye.
As a nation, at a point in time, we always kind of get too used to what we've been doing. And you need somebody to prompt you. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, you tend to relax. And so we are so excited that Boardroom Governance Summit is coming up, whereby people are really going to discuss, strategize, and see how best to run our institutions, to run our companies, and making people understand that if you are made members of a board, it's not just the prestige of being there, but seeing yourself as the originators of the sources of the institution. Because what management does usually is premise or based on the directions given by the board.
Abantia me Owura Julius Debra onumnyamfo ene wodi ensemu yi etu dwana ne kwakra mu no President Odiaboje koye nim kopie mu Owura Julius Debra na so ene mradimni Marietta Brew apia opon ono so kire nsemu sei.
Without effective boardroom governance, we are all aware, and it is trite that our institutions, our councils, our commissions will crumble. And therefore, for us as a government, effective boardroom governance is an important aspect of our reset agenda. Again, if our commissions, our council, strong, waste is reduced, corruption is reduced, there's efficiency and effectiveness in our institutions, and of course, overall, there's economic.
Mame Marietta Brew apia wopon yemranimni ena wono so wode ensemu yi etuja.
Na wachi we mu government accountability series a ekoso no osoafo a wohwe yapomdi ensem so no munyanfo kwabna mita akando so ekopie mu ewa ase eno wo se aban no ya krado papa apa se aban dwuma yefo a ewo se yefo mu adwumom se de be apomde ho nsem be fa ntuma pafra no aban no aye krado.
Our biggest asset in healthcare is our people, the dedicated nurses, doctors, pharmacists, and all supporting staff who serve Ghana every day. We recognize the challenges of over 70,000 qualified health workers currently awaiting employment. But I want to assure you that we are working tirelessly to clear this back. In the past 6 months alone, we have successfully finalized the employment process of over 10,000 nurses and midwives with
Onipa yate nenken aswafo a ohwe yapomde ensem so onimonyamfo kwabna mita akando Salamat Kukwa Pento ene Patricia Sefafisha ene de amaneboyi ebreye
man of corner ekoso no a blaster at ojoriati your 90 minutes ni wie obi antimi anhye bi ene ne ye call penalties Ojeria for no ball 4 mienu obo cheye keeper no ochinyi nyina ene yenso ye de 4 ne de ye bo nyina hyeye enti ne kopiem agropama no so coach ne dafo munimuni sa niji aba yento aka sebo ne so chocho for panyini edema Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana and Owura Samson Asaki Awingobet na opanyini wabo President John Dramani Mahama baso papa so we opanyini ne hye pa ne aboa ma ne port dwumadie afa ne ntoma pa ediefra.
It's something that we at industry players have been calling for several years. I, in particular, as the executive secretary for Importers and Exporters, we've been calling that this local handling charge is something that we need as a country to stop it. They create shells for people, importers or agents to come and see and work. It's not what they do. So they are just collecting money for what the same shipping line that comes to Ghana and other countries. Africa is not charging that. If the fiscal cash on that, your local handling charges, the relief charges, there's no way to release your continent. And so we have a country. We have a country to protect. There's a swift action that the president is taking. So, as I said, are they not bound by Ghana laws into our law? It must go through our parliament. Our parliament to domesticate it before it becomes a law, isn't it?
Owura Samson Asaki Awingobet, Executive Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana Kunano. Now what you modi ensemu etuja.
Na sadia sidi no asi anya hoode ma dollar no F4 na otwimu ena titinani a wono eda Traders Advocacy Group Ghana ano Yewra David Kwadwo amwaten ena wose womu esumpa womu kra niema edi free amonone eba o ma wemu esane se womu kọ commercial bank no mo per dollar ni bi akokra niema no aya na omu enya bi
kama afana ntoma pesa ya dia before akomato ya na ya nkabianse ene bank sa wo dollar da transaction bank mbeka just we need but ya na ye good for ya one say bank manager na oka to so we need the same bank manager na treo alaji bia wo ele ye hu say you know so ka bank no mo policy ho ana say the bank and finance na ko fusion school the the direction so ka ho ma wo mana say no Bank of Ghana or setting up against our custom because we see one commercial banks and foreign an importer, a businessman or woman goes to the bank. Yeah, open forex behind the Juma. On Bank of Ghana, sorry, you are releasing rate or say dollar near it 10.3. Yeah, you also must have in the dollar about 10.3 there. I will say a clear amount.
Na enwachi no David Kwadwo amwaten to aso e de adeswede eto aban no anim se any Bank of Ghana se wo mo hwe se brenu bia wo mo kra niema free amonone ba o ma we mu wo mo per dollar e de akra niema wo mo nsa betimi aka bi
on country we are fucking there on the country but the almost we this kind of commercial bank if you wait in the commercial banks no e wait na governor ndi ama wo mo ye before no ye say the governor of the Bank of Ghana on a way to Nikutano, but the rare forex in the Ekutalaji.
Any a wuti ye penyipa wada traders advocacy group Ghana yewra David Kwadwo Amwatin.
Na dollar ho sansem ano ena panyini bi abanku ntebu wa bi wo me papa was an chechere panyini e University of Ghana Business School Professor Patrick Asumi wo chirem say na $24 wonya na wo bank nso a wonya no e ha adwon papa na we na kamia kwasa se Bank of Ghana wa hyeda ena wa masa ade ne koso
every time I say bia central bank no wama banks no ebi wama ban wama range wama $1 dollar. Every time I say bia enyo ade bia ya communicate to the but the way enyo cost of banks no ebi na central bank na ka say or advice bank say more go to rate outside of a particular because your commercial banks your profit making entities it is a rate no cost right and as a dollar in ho you more at a higher rate.
Ora Patrick Asumi professor or a senior lecturer at University of Ghana Business School a bank ntebo wa be wo mi say and what the ensem etudwa na wotwimu
na ebra ebeto odwa se oswafo hwenwumasua ensem so ni munyamfo Haruna Ijusu ese teachers licensure exams no wamu ebetwam na no enenam so national coordinator wada teachers training association of Ghana ano Mr. Victor Lalanso eche na adwen edifa ho.
Say we have never advocated say Ghana teacher license examination or yimcham na mu mekwan yefa so etre any mode of assessment no na ye advocate na ye tu ho na mo say aban enhwem na ompe ne pumasi bire say ye be wi college of education ye betina fi for emredodo ansa na emre na so am ya betwere examination no ena emra ye de twere ene kwan ye fa so de access ye oma chere mu abolish na omo kan say associate bi omo cancel no kra anase mode of assessment na ye advocate for no omo eti say bi omo de beka ye final exams so ena kwan ye fa so access ye no omo besesa no na ebia a free paper writing mu abaye practical aspect.
Any a wuti ye national coordinator wada teacher trainees association of Ghana ano Ora Victor Lala.
Na watwimu ana private legal practitioner lawyer Kwame Adolfo wakasa na wotire mu say special prosecutor Ora lawyer Kiseja ben otutu na mombi ana muntu a wotu no ekame akọ ese ne tumi na ye oya di mana broso ekobasa nso dia na watieti amamra so entimpenifo hwe na OSP adwobre wemra
Udikai the charges no and your fault in a sense. Obia authorizing and they act and say unless you are authorized, you don't have the mandate. So this the lawyers will go and knock him out because the act is he has to be authorized and he has not been authorized by anybody. Or the word in the home and will ask me investigate way. But a man can say you specific cases and just also a crabby chemo investigate you. The law doesn't say that. A man say specific cases relating to corruption.
Private legal practitioner lawyer Kwame Adolfo na watwimu wadi ensem yi etuja.
Na February bosome mu ana ababeto edwase ababa awabi awadi emfie dumiensa eni memma pa boso akatikati baako dunwotwe akoto no mona ewo Madina ewo nkrampopuni mantemu a ababa awayi jese wafa efunu February ni ton enom kobo sa abra no enom ena enam so ma Madina mrasebedwani onumonyamfo Francis Sosunso ese wobehwe se wo mu di sa anyabra sem no ombetimi atwe wo mo aso.
Mr. Speaker, and as someone who has been interested in fighting for the rights of children in this country, I have offered myself together with a team of lawyers to hold criminal watching brief for and on behalf of this victim. Mr. Speaker, this statement is so crucial because we are talking about a minor defiled by 18 people. Mr. Speaker, we cannot consider a statement like this to just wash away because it's something we should be able to condemn. Mr. Speaker, beyond that one, I have already worked with the medical director of Panta Hospital to provide psychological support for the victim. Mr. Speaker, I thank you so much for giving me the opportunity for bringing this matter to the
Onipa yete nkan Madina mrasebedwani onumonyamfo Francis Sosu yenuanom amode amadeboyi ebesom yen William Gentu ani Emmanuel Akoli omode free mrasebedwafie ene de breyen
ane na yenyina wuli Any pious, huh? Emmanuel, ayo. Na o mama ni boy so afaka se boy nsi. Aseda. Enkoma na o me obinwa Peter Square. Ena ayi. Nana yaw. Akenkan for you me. Sadat Mohammed Mene.
Mame akosia etonam.
DJ Fletch ST ho. Na just obeti na ma DJ young boy no. And ye adisere de mo share DJ Fletch nsa. E mo enitia